Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I was having some issues earlier, and I do think hopefully now this is resolved. I do apologise for the microphone quality. This is the Sony official headset, but I can never find anything that's like proper professional, so this will just have to do for now. I do apologise. But yes, I'm gonna give this another go. I'm gonna start from the beginning as well. See how long it holds out. If the stream and the broadcast stops again and gets bad, I'm just gonna leave it. But for now, I'm gonna give it another go. But hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna stream Martha is Dead tonight. I finished playing Horizon, and I'm tired of open world games, getting a bit sick of them, so I thought why not enjoy a small psychological thriller that is infamous for being censored by and is really tackling a lot of heavy subject matter set during the 1920s in Italy, made by the same developers as The Town of Light, which is another disturbing game that tackles heavy themes of mental illness and all sorts, and this is no different. So I can't wait to play it and really scoop myself out and get really, really sad, because I love this kind of psychological thriller and horror. But let's get into it. I don't want to dribble on like I have been doing. There we go. Let's start. Hopefully it will start from the beginning again. But I have set this to English just in case I talk over it. Yeah, we went through this earlier, so I'm just going to skip it. But basically, this is a game that deals with a lot of heavy subjects and is intended for adults, containing a lot of blood, violence, miscarriage, and self-harm scenes. And yeah, from what I've heard, this is an incredibly depressing game. So it's more than perfect to stream on a channel for everyone to see. But I thought, why not? I enjoy this stuff. When it comes to horror, I find this stuff way more effective than just typical boo scares, which have its place, but so we'll just see how it goes. I've seen the first hour of this roughly, but it's kind of like a different take on a walking sim and puzzler. Way more mechanics than their previous game, which was literally just a walking sim. But I love that stuff. As long as it's got a good story, as long as you're not everybody's gone to the rapture, you have a case of it being a good game. I think half of the reason everybody's gone to the rapture wasn't a very good game was because its sprint button was about as fast as a snail crawl, and it was very bad. We're not going to play the censored version. We're going to tackle heavy subject matter right on the nose. We're going to just tackle it straight on. It's an interesting load screen, actually, if I'm honest. When I see it, it's just like unnerving.
Ciao. I'm Julia Kay. I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in ages.
It's weird because it's
been
synced
years now.
English language, even though the Italian is the
I must tell you my
correct
story, but I don't know where to begin. There is so much that I should start from my childhood, but my memories of these times are vague. I only remember the summer of 1929, when they sent me off to stay with my nanny.
Yeah, they've synced the dialogue for English, even though the game's meant to be Italian and started Italian. That's interesting because I didn't notice that before.
Nanny,
The
will
British
you tell me the
accents are
story
a bit
of the
odd.
White Lady?
So,
No, little sparrow. Not tonight. A fog is coming, see?
Yes. I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But
as you do.
why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and suffering can make us do evil things, even if we're not actually bad.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady I've decided, Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little, though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because I love her. But what about Martha? Would she be in danger?
Well,
Your sister
spoiler in the
is with
title
your
on that
mother,
one.
so do not worry. Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes. I miss Martha a little.
So I get that
but
last
I
tic
love
tac.
spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, Very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because
Yeah,
I
the
love
Italian
her,
voiceover was a lot
and
better.
since you're not a young
Some little
woman,
cheesy.
could you tell me her story? Even if it's foggy outside. Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
I think the reason why is like they feel more natural, but every time a game does like English accent, there's always this posh, very
I
clearly
loved Nanny
spoken.
and I loved that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
Ooh. Look at the texture work in this is
According to an
great.
ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved.
That's a dark ass fairy tale. I mean, that's European fairy tales, I
She was
guess.
expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
Oh, the poor dear. That's not fair.
Life isn't fair, Poppet, but that's the way it is, and we must learn to deal with it.
Okay, I'll try. But it makes me so mad. Keep on reading, Nanny.
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl.
Oh, uh-oh. I think my headset's gonna die. Oh no, here it comes.
They searched everywhere.
Typical. I am just never prepared for a single stream. I guess it's a little impromptu. Yeah, I guess it's my fault for it being a bit impromptu. I don't know if it's going to cause any like electrical interference, because I know that sometimes charging it can have this weird effect.
But the girl's
We'll
body
see.
was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved.
It's just so tragic for like a kid's tale, or just like a general tale.
When fog arises, the
think
White
some are
Lady
like that, though.
is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love in vain.
An old school
Within the
ghost
fog
story.
of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance.
Because that's not terrifying at all.
I'm a little scared of this story, even though I like the lady.
Should I stop reading, my little sparrow?
No, Nanny. Daddy always tells me that fear must be faced. Go ahead.
Okay, honey.
Quite mature for a child, I must admit. I'd have been crying already.
Every
At a way
time
older
the sad
age.
memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth. Even just for an instant, the lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Probably a bit ironic. I can see that being a point of like, if you hold on to
Good
that
night,
pain and
Nanny.
suffering, others will perish
night,
for
my
you
love.
in order for you to cope. When you should, as they keep mentioning, face the pain. How that guilt can kind of cause more
I
problems,
spent almost
maybe.
3 years with the nanny, but
Wonder
when
if
I
that'll
came
be
home, I quickly
irrelevant,
forgot how to be
relevant.
happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house.
It is set during World War
I
II
enjoyed
then.
setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place.
Didn't really like growing up there then, did she? Oh, nah, it's bright. It's not one of those games that has an uncapped frame rate. Yeah, it's uncapped. God damn it. 30 or 60? Come on, let's have a look. 4K. So if I do it at... Let's give it a go. I want to know. I don't know, I kind of like how sharp that is. I mean, you probably won't notice the difference. Nah, I'm fine. I'll take the choppy frame rate. Because look how much sharper that is. Oof, look at those textures. I'll take it. It's still uncapped, but I'll take it. Oh, I've got to hold it with the trigger, and it's nice and haptic feedback is kicking in. That's it. I love my psychological horror games with the AAA Sony PlayStation 5 experience. Right, let's get on with it.
Reel off the film.
Give me slow.
Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film.
Very detailed, that's for sure. The texture work in this, though, is really nice.
Put the new film in.
So yeah, the what you call it? The resistance in the in the trigger is quite fun. But when I press these, it's not just going straight down. I can feel it resisting, especially when I do this.
Close the camera.
That's nice.
Load the film. Activate the timer.
Prepare to die. What kind of person
Almost ready.
is
Now
taking
to bring
pictures
the image into focus.
at this time in a place like this? You're just asking to be in a horror film scenario, aren't you, at this point? Okay.
There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is.
Oh, it's vibrating. Uh-oh. Oh. That's the body.
What? Is that a person? I must help them.
There's the body.
I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my world, where I would spend entire days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible.
I ain't got time to have clothes. At least she's being sensible. She's not letting the weight of her own clothes trying to drag her down, I guess. Definitely getting that kind of like Haunting of Hill House feel mixed with a bit of the dark. The graphics in this are awesome. It's very detailed, like disturbingly detailed. So she's just drowned. Now the case is it
I instantly
murder?
noticed that the person was wearing
suicide?
one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I
This is
realize
vibrating
who
like
she
a
was.
heartbeat, by the way.
It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead. Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think.
Yes, it was a twin. I would think it was
I have to stay calm.
Martha. Oh my god, that fucking...
Martha is not dead.
That's interesting, like you can see the translucent spits. That's
It's not
really well
possible.
detailed, man. That's fucking disturbing.
It's not true.
I know you're telling me, but I'm just...
There's no need to worry.
Fuck, no wonder they went for like lifelike realism earlier, because
Everything is
god
fine.
damn, that looks like terrifyingly real. Mm.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah, no, that's about it. She'll keep saying it because she's going to
I
ignore
have
it.
to stay calm.
I'm just really impressed with the detail, you know.
Martha is not dead.
It's really impressive.
It's not possible.
Well, I would know if I had the trigger button.
It's not true.
There we go.
There's no need to worry.
No, she's dead.
Everything is fine. Everything will be fine.
Don't suppose you know Tim Sutton from Marble Hornets by any
Stay
chance?
calm. Martha is not dead.
Denial.
It's not possible.
Sorry, I'm just...
It's not true.
Triggers are just distracting me. Like this is just humming.
There's no need to
And
worry.
if you can hear that. Was it this side? I can't remember where the mic
Everything is
is. I think it's this side. Fuck, it's really
Everything
going.
will be fine.
Right, let's get through it. Sorry, stop distracting myself.
I have to stay calm. Martha.
It's Martha.
February 26th, 1923.
Mm-hmm. Well, it means if it's like in the 40s then. They're at least like early 20s at least, aren't they?
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
That sounds cool. It's like from over there. God damn, I do love this experience of the headphones, must admit. Oh.
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. Martha, are you okay? She asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade.
There we go.
So I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone.
Oh, I think that guilt's going to be a lot to bear, considering...
I would have to pretend to be Martha.
Yeah.
Forever.
No, it's not a good game to play. It's a lot of commitment to do that and keep that going, though. Eventually the secret would have to come out, though, because that's just horrible. It's a horrible thing to do. She just couldn't let the shame and the guilt of it. It's just one day. I kind of feel a little bit creeped out by the paintings constantly eyeballing me. You don't know. You ain't gonna tell. Keep your mouth shut. Sorry, I'm just impressed graphically. This is just like the sounds, the triggers, everything. Surprised that this game's actually got the whole works, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just really impressed with just the presentation. They've really gone all out. Sign of the cross or get up. I don't know if this matters. Do I? Nah, it's not really just to protect myself, it's more really a sign, isn't it? I'm gonna take it as a sign of respect, just to wish her some form. Yeah, I'll do it, why not? I'm not a religious person myself, but fuck it.
O Lord who gives life to the dying, Let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Spirits to Sanctity, Boondock Saint style.
Did you remember to light the candles in the hall? People will be here soon.
Mummy
yes.
always finds something for everyone to do.
We'll take our time here a little bit. Hint squeak disabled. Yeah, to highlight points of interest. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at the detail in that wood. And oh my god, look at that. Actual body. It's kind of proper old school, like, garb, isn't it, that? I might realise that might look quite inappropriate, but it's not. I just realised I like games that have like your whole body in view, like Dark Messiah and a few others. It's weird to play a first-person game when you're a character and you just look down and you're just a floating shadow. It's very eerie. But hey, props to them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're gonna have to just end the stream right here. Uh-oh. Taboo imagery. Oh god.
A telegraph box. I know how to use it. Daddy taught me.
The Emperor? What's the Emperor? Observe any in-house object. Okay. Yeah, so I'm a bit iffy on my history. It's set in Italy in War II, so I'm assuming, if I remember correctly, Italy was occupied by the Nazis at the time. Or at least by the German soldiers. It's very important to make that distinction sometimes, because there's a difference between German soldiers and literal Nazis. It's just street lights. It's kind of terrifying me what that is. I think that's just lights. Or maybe like a glitch or something. It was very strange. Let's have a look around. Let's take our time. This is fucking gorgeous, man. Can't get over it.
There's no reason to use the phone right now.
Telegram.
July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family.
As I said earlier, though, is it murder or is it suicide? Either way, I think we're going to be investigating it from what I'm aware of.
July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. Monsignor Attilio D.
The thing is, though, is that Martha has died, but she's going to be seeing how the family kind of cope and deal with her own death. But if it was Martha, so if Martha just killed herself, it's one thing to investigate. It would make more sense if she was murdered, though, because whoever's done it would be a bit weirded that I'm like, well, I killed you, because they would know. They'd be like, I killed Martha. So this Martha running around isn't Martha. They would absolutely know. So if it is murder, this is going to be a very interesting situation.
July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel Rapporteur.
I do like this voice actress, though. Normally when they do British accents, as I was saying before, like, they have a habit of being really, I don't like looking at that. Not at this time. They can be really posh, and they can be really, like, overplayed. And it's not, it's even genuine British people do it. It's just a weird thing. I've just noticed as well, that it's kind of like beveled, the frame, like a photograph almost, like a postcard. It's not taking up the full screen. If you look on the edges, it's like beveled in the top and these corners here. That's kind of cool. I didn't notice that till then. This game is it's interesting. I saw bits of this stuff a while back. Let's just face that fucking picture. Alright. I'm not a religious man, but I'm sorry, paintings are evil.
An old painting.
Oof,
I
don't
find
zoom
it
in.
so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me.
I just want you just trying to scare the shit out of me. Don't like the eyes watching.
I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital.
Italia, Francia, Germany, Inglaterra. Yeah, that's England. Central Europe, North Europe. So I can, yeah, Copenhagen, Helsinki, Oriental, I think. The Orient. Yeah, apart from my history, my geography is and my languages is terrible. I used to do German, that's about it. The old classics. That'll do. It's a very dark this. It's just impeccably detailed, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's get on with this. Sorry, every time I stream, I always take too long, but I'm not a person that speeds through stuff if given the chance, especially a story game like this. I'll speed through Horizon because I literally don't care.
And more books. In our villa, there must be 10 times more than even here.
Very well read, very educated. Oh, well, I'm glad that you are coping very well with the loss of your daughter. I hope that's the good shit. Expensive stuff. Oh, guns and shotguns. Well, she didn't have any gun wounds on, she's just drowned. A bit ironic that we mentioned the tale of former lover, so was it someone that she was sleeping with? I wonder how close to that tale it's going to be, or how important that stuff at the beginning is actually going to be relevant to the plot.
These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here.
Yeah, to warn off all the fucking takers coming for her. Get your feet off my property.
Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is.
I wonder if he's an Italian soldier. Did they fight for the Germans? Like I said, I generally can't remember. I'm hoping the game will fill me out.
And my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman.
I don't think they fought, did they? Because I'm pretty sure Italy were occupied at the time. That's another interesting candle holder. Oh, we're going down that hallway. That's cool. Oh no, we're not going down the hallway. Oh wow, that's a lighter. Look, she's got a proper whack on her head as well. Gently smacked her head. Okay, let's go over here and investigate first.
Daddy's canes.
Okay.
They are so beautiful, but I can't say why, but they have always scared me.
There is this haunting quality to this, man. I mean, I love it, but it's terrifying. I'm gonna have to cheer myself up after this. It's definitely a game that can really bum your mood out, that's for sure. But I'm a sicko, I love this stuff.
I don't need that right now.
My bike? Or... okay. That's fine. Oh, look at that in the distance. That is like pitch black. You won't know what pitch black is until you get like a VR headset for a game, because playing Resident Evil 7 in VR is horrifying. Because it's one thing staring at a screen when that blackness is just a single flat image in front of you, but then when you're in that and everything is perspective and seems to be in 3D and feels like it's got space in your environment, that darkness works and operates on a whole new level. I can tell you that much. If they stuck this in VR, I would probably cry. So even when I was playing Blair Witch, they've graphically reduced the graphics a lot.
Come and get the flowers, please.
Yes,
Or
we
send
will.
Arthur if you like.
But even though the graphics have
Never
reduced.
needs peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second.
because they massively reduced the graphics, so it's not as detailed and as realistic as the main game, Blair Witch VR. But this minute you get in the forest and it's dark, it doesn't matter, because that flashlight that takes up a good chunk of your screen is like that in comparison in VR when you have full control of it. And I immediately noped out and I haven't gone back, even though I know where the game goes. I've played the game. Nope. The reason I know where it's going is the reason why I don't want to play it. So if I can't handle it then, I ain't gonna handle it later, especially in the house.
Everything always has to be perfect with her.
Quite a bit of an ode. That kind of scary.
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è
Joy isn't feeling any joy.
e c'è stata la pioggia.
This is a code.
La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
That's a coded message if I ever heard one. I wonder what they were saying. Yeah, the atmosphere in this is haunting. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this game. I tell you what. Where am I putting them? I'm putting them on outside, aren't I? I should have been paying attention. I kind of was and I wasn't. I'm sorry. Here, take these for me, please. It's better than the drink. I'm going to make a topical joke then about a certain trial going on at the moment, but nah. Well, one that's just finished anyway. We'll save it for another time. There we go. If anything comes out the darkness to even stare at me, this game is going off. Just by the way. Ooh. That's why you can see it. Right.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Someone closed the door. There's something going on, isn't there? Is this a game where I can pick up the axe? I can pick this up, right? I need a weapon. Give me something, please. I legit don't know if there's actually going to be any kind of like... It seemed like a walking simulator, but hell.
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here? Of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
What are they talking about?
Oh, don't do the keyhole. Are we doing this already?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead.
The thing
What
is, they
kind
think
of comment
they've
is
got the
that?
deaf daughter alive, so they're not
How
going to hide
can you?
what they're
You
saying
should be
really,
thinking
are
about
they, as
Martha.
much.
Julia harmed Martha.
They
You
shut
know
the
that,
door
right?
to talk,
And as if that were
thinking
not
she won't
enough,
hear.
she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story.
Mm.
Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it?
Mm.
Her fault for Martha being deaf and for you being infertile.
That's a bit too
Do
much
you
responsibility
think
to
it's
put
the
on a
right
child.
time for this? Julia
Good on you,
is
Dad.
dead, Irena. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid?
I might
No one
tell her.
understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah,
You're crazy.
yeah,
I'm
good on
the
you.
crazy one? Me?
Bit of a strange family dynamic. Mum being overbearing, loves the other
They
child.
have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home.
Mm.
We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
Cool, I'm gonna go get a toaster and jump in a bath.
While American bombings
Useless.
continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich Kay was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
I see. So he's actually a German soldier. So he's not, it says in this, he's a German soldier. So that must be in a German family. And someone's killed
Mother
the daughter.
didn't seem to suffer from the situation.
Maybe we have a motive.
All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
And this is the scene I have seen, so I'm a bit uncomfortable to play this. Martha has lost her soul. It's kind of terrifying just sprinting in the woods. So I had some chocolate and I feel like it.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
That's not terrifying.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
Is that idea of photography kind of capturing
Martha has lost
someone's soul or spirit? I feel like I'm watching the Ring video.
Martha has lost her soul.
They. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. I will give stole. It's her guilt, isn't it? I stole her life. Oh, I stole her identity. How she feels her guilt in the first. I stole. She kind of conflating herself with the spirit of the woman. Right, so I did the same thing again. This looks really real, like the rushing. It's fucking disturbing. I stole her identity. Just gonna warn people now, if you're watching this seems quite... I remember this. This is a bit... I would look away. Oh, fucking music, man. Here we go. Normally, in the original game, you could play this bit, and it's the one thing. They've included this thing, but they've removed you interacting with it, because apparently, Quantum Stone is just a little too much. And we're about to find out. Here it comes. Doesn't help as well that this looks really real. Yeah, it's definitely not as effective if you're not playing it. Definitely would help. Still fucking gross though. Oh god, that's just fucking grim. Now that is terrifying. It's literally carving a face off and wearing it. Do you feel a little guilty by any chance? Oh no, I can play now. Oh. That's not disturbing at all, is it? That's all I'll say. But yes, that was one of 2 or 3 scenes in this that Sony straight up went,
It was just a dream.
nope.
A horrible
Remove that
dream.
or change it.
That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality.
Okay. See, now from here on in, I have legitimately no clue where this game goes. I saw this stuff, I saw the controversy, and I'm like, I want to give this a go. So I think we'll play. I want to see where this is going. Yeah, and I feel like I don't want to end it on the most disturbed scene. I think I watched Eurogamer's reaction. I think it was Eurogamer's. And the woman who was streaming it, I can't remember her name, she did not enjoy it very much. And I think her reaction sums up how it feels to play that scene. But unfortunately, I did know it was coming. I mean, so far this is really messed up, and if this is bumming you out, I'm sorry. I'm not like a Markiplier guy. I'm not going to be able to just make this not as hard as it is, I guess. But that's what we do. We're going to confront, we're going to face it, and I assume we're going to solve the mystery. As horrible and as disturbing and as tragic it might be to do. I'm just still impressed with how fucking nice this game looks, man. The power of the PS5. I mean, look at that wall texture. Look at it. That is some fine craftsmanship in texture design. Right, let's play this game. I don't know if I want it. No, I do.
This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint.
Literal
It was
twins.
only a few months ago, and now... Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
Let's go take the photo of a corpse. I'm probably not even kidding him. That's probably exactly what we're going to do. Having a young adult basically going through grief and trauma in a very stressful time period.
Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright.
Got a picture of someone trying to cut a child in the bed. No wonder you have nightmares when this is the kind of shit you have to look at. Oh, is that Red Riding Hood, like wolf in the bed? Don't know the other one. Puss in Boots, I think that is. And I see a bird in the bed. I don't know what that one is. I'm not going to try and guess either. Don't want to show off how more ignorant I am. Martha.
This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened.
That is the interesting factor there as well, isn't it? Because when everyone thinks you're the deaf person, they're going to be less considerate of the fact that she couldn't hear. So they'll just talk as long as they're away, which is why they'll shut the door so she can snoop around a hell of a lot more easily. Put some clothes on. God damn.
Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
Oh, they're giving me the choice. Interesting. That's an interesting point. Because, like, how would that help with your grieving? Because I know that people take a lot of value in other people's belongings and clothes. I mean, the last time I saw it in game was at The Last of Us when a certain character smells a certain other character's jacket. I mean, just in case you don't know, you should, but just in case you don't know, I won't say. But yeah, like, so if she wears Martha's clothes, it'll be a weird way of dealing with it, but also it keeps the illusion that if she wears her own actual clothes, it's going to be like the reverse, where people think she's wearing her clothes to grieve, maybe. I don't know how to feel about that. That's quite a stop making me think game. I just want to play. I want to shoot things. I don't want to have to come up with these conundrums and use my brain. Don't do this to me. Okay, so I'm going to have to make my choice since no one's here. I'm kind of digging that black kind of shirt. You can see the creases in it. On your damn clothes, Julia. Come on, if you're going to feel guilty about anything. I mean, I can't lie, I'm not particularly keep up on my ironing, if I'm honest. I don't really like that one. We go for the white or the black. I like the black long sleeve. I think that'd be quite. I can imagine that feeling quite like airy and be good in the nice Italian summer. Right, let's go check the other wardrobe out, I think, before we do anything. Right.
Even more scary fairy tales.
Hello to anyone who's just joined. You've just missed all the disturbing stuff. So as you know, this is a nice romantic comedy featuring two. No. I mean, they've literally got the same bloody boxes. Why do I have a feeling that this situation was probably not a good situation in the first place?
It's July 18th.
We're not going to find out that if someone's murdered Martha, that they think it was the other one. There's going to be a case of mistaken identity even prior. We don't even know what's happened, do we? It doesn't seem to be a surprise. It would make sense. Wouldn't make sense.
I always keep my trinket box locked.
Oh yeah. Well, where's the key then? Hmm?
Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can
There we
mourn Martha's
go.
death together.
Boyfriend, perhaps, who maybe might have cheated, or worse. Maybe he did something to her and kill. I don't know. I'm already. It's boyfriends in a psychological thriller. They're the first ones on the fucking go. Does anyone watch Scream?
My dress. The one Martha wore when she was...
Was he drowning? Yes. Okay.
Can I be Martha without her clothes? Mummy never wanted us to swap, so I don't know how she will take it. I could wear Martha's clothes instead, in the other wardrobe.
I still don't know how to decide about this. I wonder how this will affect it. So we know that the mum wouldn't appreciate that happening, but yet technically we'd be wearing our own clothes. Some people would probably understand it, but the mum wouldn't. So it's particularly going to cause a problem with the mum. I'm assuming this does. They wouldn't give me this choice otherwise, would they? Well, one of the shirts is essentially the same. The other two are a bit. I think just purely from a fashion aesthetic, I'm just gonna go the easy route and just keep playing up appearances, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the long sleeve black shirt because it looks cool.
The elegant dress? No, I'll never hear the end of it from Mother.
Oh, okay, fuck you then. I'm not. Right, okay. I don't know how to wear the nice stuff. Trying to think. White summery thing, I think that might be my choice. I wish there was a sprint button. Do you know what? Nah, the other ones just look like high school professor stuff. Yeah. Oh. I wonder if he says this.
This dress is only for special occasions.
Right, and they both have it. That makes sense. Right, we're going for the light one and we're going to stick to the story. Let's do it. The Magician Trophy unlocked. That's for dressing Martha's clothes, so there's a trophy to not. I wonder if this might be worth playing again, depending on the choices, I guess. Nice. Looking snazzy.
Here's the whole family together. A very rare thing indeed. Everything I need is always in my bag.
Is it like the Mary Poppins one? Is it? It's just like never ending. She's gonna be whopping out like 15 weapon slots in the back half. Surprise zombies. Motherfucker comes back from the dead, and you have to like Evil Dead your situation out of it. No, so she has a key for it, but she doesn't have it on herself, even though it's her box. Hang on, let's see if she's got it. I must put one of my photos in this empty frame. I always said to Martha I would, but never did. She would have liked it so much. The camera. I like to always have my camera with me. When you least expect it, the opportunity for the perfect shot presents itself. Why do I feel like I'm going to solve a mystery and like CSI my way out of this situation? Oh, okay. So the rumours I heard were true then. This is like a hub. Wow, it's a fucking map. I mean, thank God I know it's not an open world game, because then I would actually start crying, but... Ooh. That's quite a chunky map. It's a pretty big map. I mean, it's probably going to be a lot more detailed, but there's those creepy ass... There's a lot of wooded area. Some buildings here, farmhouses, even one down at the bottom. Okay, and then there's... Oh my God. I mean, I'm doubtful that we'll be doing all of the woods, but I'm sure the paths will be used. It's like a proper drawn map as well. That's pretty sick. I'm loving the art style of this though. This game is like really impeccably made. The production design in this is incredible. I mean, I don't know how that creepy ass photo is helpful for the map, but we'll take it. And then we'll not look at it, and we'll just pretend that that's not there. Album, you have no photos and log. Yeah, makes sense. Cool, right. Let's go solve ourselves a murder.
Before I leave the room, I should probably take a good look around.
I just did, man. Come on. Why do I feel like this looks like such a Hitman map? Just get a sniper rifle set up and take some targets out. I'm probably missing the key, aren't I? That's probably what I'm... No, she won't let me open it. So what have I forgotten? Yes, you had a look at the creepy pictures, you had a look at the mirror. Can I crouch? No. Oh, I missed the tutorial. There we go. Now try selecting the key or the map. Yeah, so we just view the map. Oh, then we can...
The key to my trinket box.
There we go. That explains it. No. What should be the Necronomicon?
Here is my diary. July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little.
Haunting a Hill House
Nanny
kind of
isn't
tone.
here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing
It's
up
that
the
irony
house to
because
worry
he's going to
about
hang
me.
himself later,
At least
just
for
like the
now.
lover in the fairy tale. I wonder how sarcastic it's being.
July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake,
Yeah, there
I
would.
get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks
Blair
on me.
Witch.
I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared.
We're going to
In
need to get the
fact,
key
I'd
for
say
the
I'm
other diary,
excited.
aren't we?
I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me.
So she's a swimmer,
Then
so...
when she gets bored...
Oops, that makes sense. So she goes swimming. She didn't just accidentally drown. Yeah. Sounding a little murdery.
We feel right when we're together.
Okay, I think that's all we've got. So we're definitely going to have to get Martha's diary out, aren't we, for some context later?
Yes, Erich, I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast.
It's
Fine,
about
I'm not
9:30.
sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say?
Do we have the key?
Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn
This
on
is
her
not the
light.
right key.
So when she wakes
I
up,
must
you'll
get
know
her
to
key
come
if I
down
want
for
to know
breakfast.
what's inside her trinket box. They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
Yeah, let's get back out of this. Okay, the investigation begins, I guess. I just can't get over how fucking good this game looks, man. Oh my god, it looks so good. If I start hearing some hillbilly families come around the corner, I am turning this game off. I can't go that way. Not yet. I can actually read that. That's good.
How wonderful the snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here.
0 out of 10, not enough shooting, not enough murder. I have to pay attention to a story and it's too dark. I don't like it.
There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting.
Yeah, well, your mum sounds like a bit of a bitch as well, so... Oh, you tell me now. L1 to run. Thing is, even if there's nothing supernatural in this game and it's purely just like... If there's some, like, war aspect to it, I can imagine this being... I'm curious as to how much that's going to impact, because we know that there's soldiers, we know that the dad's a German soldier. That's already motive enough to kill the daughter. Was she sleeping with, like, a German soldier that's occupied at the moment? Or maybe it's an Italian. Ooh. I don't know. I'm loving those shop corridors though.
As a child, when I spent those short years with the nanny, this was my room. It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Well, because you're dead. Maybe it's a way to honour the memory though, to like not disturb it. Ooh.
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes, yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irene.
It's
It's on the
on the
table,
table.
can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irene. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it.
Sounds
away
like Giovanni Giorgio from the Daft
I
Punk song.
promise.
My
The
name is
thought
Giovanni
makes
Giorgio.
me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right, but let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay
He
here all
shot
day
off quite
talking.
fast.
Mummy is right, though. Everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
Is that the good wine? Better be the good wine. And if you're gonna grieve and get drunk every night, you go for the best stuff.
Mummy's family coat of arms.
I almost thought that was the Blair Witch symbol then. I was getting excited. Oh damn, but the triggers in this are good. Like when I'm even hovering over, they're just like locking. That's cool. I think they patched this in from what I read, but I don't know. It's good.
Brutal
wouldn't need that.
assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family,
They literally saying
brutally
she was.
murdered near
Fuck,
her home.
they're just saying it.
Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges.
Well, yeah, to be
Martha was
fair,
not killed by politics or war. She
Was
was
she?
killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth.
I mean, that you think. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around. I mean, the daughter of a German soldier in Italy during World War II, the daughter has died. There's a lot to unpack there. Unless there's something you know that you're not telling and you're being a very unreliable narrator.
Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk.
Mm-hmm. I need to remember where bloody Italy's position was during the war. Because if she's a German soldier, that must mean then that Italy were either Italy themselves were occupied, or they were at least having troops that served that lived there. Maybe, I'm not too sure.
Julia Kay. Distressed but supported by faith. Irenei the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased.
And then last but not least.
First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo
grams.
more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam.
I think there's one thing we can't deny is that anyone that says it was good in the old days and they're meaning this can shut the fuck up. It's kind of a bit humbling, a bit grateful. I think we can be certainly not living in those kind of times. Although to be fair, when you make bread that looks that fucking good, because that's the good shit right there. That's the proper slice with proper butter as well. Right, let's get this camera. I'm just impressed I can actually read stuff in the game and not having to get stupid text box telling me.
For Julia, to take more and more photos. Dad.
Don't mind if I do. Yoink.
I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here.
I would, but I want to know what this is.
There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
Plot twist, it was the sparrows and the crows.
Chocolate, a privilege.
I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't. Well, at this rate, we are going to be fucking fighting over chocolate rations again like it's World War II at this rate. Yeah, well, this is nothing, just where the murderer might come later. God, there's too much. I think we'll go out there in a sec. What are we doing? Perfect shot, the one that far left on the table could work well. Yeah, I've got my camera. Try the camera. Take a photo in the garden. Fantastic. Yeah. Martha always reads the news. Oh, it's things to do. I have to do the same as her so no one will get suspicious. Oh, okay. Is it going to be that we're going to do different days and there's like these routines we're going to have to keep up on, maybe? I wonder. God, there's a lot to do. Bloody Christ.
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
Another camera? New skin? I mean, I've just seen someone get their face skinned off. That's not the kind of word I want to see right now. Ooh. You're about to use Julia's camera. It's a 1940 roller cord with 120mm film. You'll use it to take photos throughout the game. Some photos will have hidden elements that will progress the game's story. Ooh. When holding the camera, an icon will appear to indicate points of photographic interest. This icon will appear and become clearer the closer you are. Press the to see your camera and any fitted attachments. Ooh, we're having the whole, photography student deluxe experience here. We're going to be picking up attachments. Ooh. Ah, there's the silver. Let's go for the silver. I unlocked it. I deserve it. Let's treat ourselves in this really, miserable game. It's the little things that count. That's what the Zombieland told me. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to take a picture. Use the camera. Observe the camera. Just stare at it like a freak. There we go. Cool. Nothing in here then. L1 to run. Thank God. Flashlight would be nice. They look horrifying.
These masks, I remember them vividly. I always tried to escape their gaze.
Hey look, it's going to work, and it's leaving work.
War. Always war. Even in paintings.
Lovely. Let's explore the house first. I'm just going to try and... There's not much left, I think. Is she still fucking there? Ugh, that's not uncomfortable at all.
Oggi Bonsi, on the day of St. Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American bombing. Our Lady of Carmel, a company of the Falcium Regiment, counterattacked yesterday, forcing the French to retreat to Piazza del Mercato. The situation is currently under control.
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich K.
SS.
As per our prior
He's literally
agreement,
part of
we
the
are
SS.
sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret. Hail. Feld Mascherallo, Carl H.
You don't have the balls to say Hitler. Oh, come on, game. Is that why Sony hates it? It's about filthy Germans and Nazis and murder and horrible things. We're not having that in our game.
The hell? For a moment I thought I saw... No, that's not possible. It must be this whole situation making me see things that don't exist.
I wonder if this game is supernatural or not. I wonder if you can take a photo. I mean, not to be incredibly morbid. There's nothing of interest, is there, here, so let's not. We'll do it outside like the game asks. I just had a thought. The game is giving me the open world, and obviously the game's going to open up. I tried the bike and it won't let me. Are we going to get given the bike? Is it bad that I'm that excited that they're going to give me a bike in a walking simulator? Imagine if a game like fucking Everyone's Gone to the Rapture had a bike. Do you know how much the rating would drastically shoot up if walking simulators had a fucking vehicle? I really hope that's true. Look at this. Please tell me.
I don't need that right now.
I don't need it now, but I will when I go outside, because they're gonna let me ride this bike. If I get to ride this bike in this open, like this hub world, this game is going to be given a 10 out of 10. Depressing, miserable, but you get to ride a bike and take pictures. 10 out of 10. Trauma worth of therapy. I keep forgetting there's a run button. I'm so used to like walking simulators going so fucking slow.
We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
Oh, okay, so she's in a bit of the sector of... She was mentioning that, and I was wondering, like, she's got all this nice stuff, yeah, because she's a German dad. He will be getting all the privilege, and he will be getting all the scarce resources, what everyone else in the town will be starving. There's something, yeah, there's some war shit absolutely playing into this. Basement or no? I mean, I meant to go outside, but... Fuck it, let's do it. Whatever's happened in a horror game in a basement. It's far too bright. I mean, that's not a suspicious framing at all. Caged-like alcove door, chair in the light. This is where we put the ones that don't talk. It's like, it's giving me a lot of Pan's Labyrinth vibes as well, that kind of like wartime setting, and it's a bit of a bigger story. I honestly thought that was like a tall mannequin head then. We've got mannequin bodies. They haven't got proper mannequins yet, so the mannequin counts. Letting me down. Let me down, game.
Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric.
Oh my god, they're
6
fucking...
meters of white linen fabric.
That looks like the boy in the
4
striped
meters
pyjamas
of green
stuff.
satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
Something else, maybe. I mean, it might not have anything to do with it, but I see blue striped pyjamas in World War II, and I get slightly triggered.
These could be of use to me.
To stab some traitorous soldiers, I guess. I don't know. I've got a feeling maybe there's something going on with the war, so there's definitely a soldier military element. But if they think it'll be one thing when it won't, it'll be something like really simple. Like I said, it might be the boyfriend cheating and decided to kill the other one. Or maybe he thought it was Julia and it wasn't. I don't know.
Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking.
She sounds like such a wonderful person. You're really doing a good job selling your mum to me.
Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good?
Not down here they won't, but...
This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I have ever seen it in the house.
Peculiar detail to include, I guess. A lot of mouse traps lying around. Ah, a lovely bit of wine. Look at the shame about that. Wine spillage.
Our wine. Daddy is so proud of it.
Somewhere, unless it just leaks out, but then I don't know, it looks a little too dry and not wine. You catch my drift. Go out before we go into this. Let's have a look in this room quickly.
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take
shit.
photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to.
This is going to be an investigation room.
Old photographs that Father took of this house.
Lupex.
There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
Nature photos. I must admit I am very impressed by the detail of this game. Like it's like I can see why this took a while, because they announced this a long time ago, and I can see why it took so bloody long to make. It's very high quality.
Before I can use the enlarger, I should take a photo.
You know, I am a bloke. I would probably like to use the enlarger for other I mean, no, it's a terrible joke. Let's ignore it. I didn't say it. We didn't do it.
Daddy had this device brought here last week. It's old, but still works.
Listening to tapped communications.
He has always loved everything technological.
He's a fucking spy. I just need this recording. It's like the reason, like, it's like the Medium meets Pan's Labyrinth, because like the Medium had a lot of World War II, about how Poland kind of dealt with World War II. A lot of that old history there. So it's definitely giving off those vibes a little bit. Is he taking Yeah, look, it's a fucking frame to put the camera down to take like a photograph. So someone's been sitting here and they're taking photos. Is he like faking passports or something? Is he like a sympathizer or something, maybe? I wouldn't be surprised. That's because he seems, even though he's a German soldier, he's sad about Julia, the woman whose passion for photography. He clearly loved her more than the fucking own mother did. And he struggled, he didn't want to. We'll see. Yeah, because it's a nice suspicious little detail there that. I don't know if that was just me. I don't like how good the 3D sound is. Doesn't seem like there's anything here, but it looks like a perfect place to hide for later when we're going to watch someone get either graphically killed or we're going to find out our dad is secretly he's pretending he's a spy. I don't know, that red wine spillage, nah, I don't believe it. Let's go and take a photo. I don't believe it. Nope.
Old photographs that father took of this house.
That is a proper, like, Italian villa if I ever saw one.
Dante's Inferno illustrated by Dore. Always hanging cheery things.
Yeah, I know, this family's quite obsessed with death. No wonder you're having very vivid nightmares. Perfect timing for World War, going through the war, family tragedy, creepy shit hanging off the wall, during his sister's murder, pretending to be his sister, the average Italian World War II maritime day. Fucking Jesus Christ. And just in case you want to know, it's during set in the 40s by the copious amounts of cigarettes. That's all anyone did. Smoke. Sorry, fuck me, look at that, man. Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West is the most beautiful game. It's the Will Smith meme, not the slap one. The ones that we used to use when we liked him. Oh my god, lemons. They are some good looking lemons, man. I wonder if they used photogrammetry in this. Because that would explain why it looks so fucking good. This isn't even a AAA fucking game. Look at it. I look like I'm about to go and start in a fucking Hitman mission in Sapienza. Look at this. God damn. Even the look at the background. Jesus. Right. We meant to take photo, aren't we? So what should we do? What's the objective again? Yeah, in the front. Yeah. And at least it's marking the objectives. So I've got a feeling this game's going to be in these hub areas, and it's going to be like unlocking stuff throughout the days, and we're going to have nightmares over the course of the night. I guess that's kind of interesting. I just want to know. Look, another bike. Do you see that? We've officially got 10 out of 10. I don't need to play this game anymore. It's 10 out of 10. I get a used bike. I kind of want to try it now. Let's just give it a try. Please let me use it.
My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
Why did you do this to me, game? You bring me up just to bring me back down again. My one hope dashed. Do you know how much I've sacrificed? We'll go do that in a second then. Literally objective. Forget the bicycle pump. Oh, I love this. There we go. Okay, when I said I wanted to shoot things, this is not what I meant. Perfect. Ooh. You're about to take your first picture. To simplify the simulation, the picture preview displays the settings as you change them on your camera. In real life, the viewfinder's image is controlled by the secondary lens and only responds to focus. I like how they're including the details, but like, yes, we know we've gamified it. Shut up. Perfect. If you stand still, you'll be able to fine tune the camera rotation. And you can move and walk around as well. Sorry. Rotation. Adjustments panel. Control the focus, exposure, and aperture. R1 to switch the extras tab. Here you'll find all of the camera's add-ons. You'll be able to use different lenses, filters, films, and various sensitivities, and much more. Right now you only have 100 ISO. Wow, she's a bit of a noob, isn't she? She ain't got her like super sexy formatted foamed kind of bag with all her attachments. Amateur hour, come on, not even uni student level photographer here, come on. I'm just kind of impressed that this is a feature. It's like really detailed. I just love how like, I know it's slow paced and I've been really trying to like focus on it, but I'm glad that I kind of picked this up because this is definitely my kind of shit. Like the super detail. I mean, as long as it pays it off, but like it's just really unique. I just love this game's attitude. It's interesting. Photo film when it's sunny outside or bright indoors. That's good definition, but requires a lot of light. I don't need the game to tell me. I know. Let's have a look. After closing this window, adjust the camera and press to shoot. Ready for your close-up, bird? Let's go the Dutch angle, yeah? Are you ready for your close-up? You're about to take a photo where an important feature of the story hasn't been correctly framed. You continue, but the story may not progress. Oh, okay, so... Do it again. Oh, okay. I need to get a picture of that fire or something in the background, don't I? Out of focus. Properly exposed, it's out of focus. Right, okay, I need to... Oh. Uh-oh, my TV's getting bored. Sorry, it's threatening to turn itself off. I don't think so. The sun. Congratulations, you've taken your first photo. You can shoot as many photos as you want throughout the game, but remember that only a few will be critical to the story's progress. Soon you will learn how to develop the photos you've taken. Okay. I definitely think the tutorials are very hand-holdy, and I think the reason why is because like they've clearly doing something unique, and they've realised we need to like kind of tell like really show people how this game's going to function, because it's like cameras, it's like it's not just walking. I mean, imagine thinking this is a walking simulator and you're being given this kind of stuff. People who just play walking simulators will literally have like a panic attack. What do you mean actual gameplay? I'm hitting it. Yes. I've hit continue. Oh no, we hit a bug.
Excellent.
There we
I've
go.
taken the picture. Now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it.
Nice little chopping wood there. Nice little bit
Daddy
of deforestation
recently
for
became
you.
a general in the German army.
Look at that.
He used
Nice
to take
woods.
pictures on the front lines,
Avatar.
but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
Nice camera. So a quick run around quick before we go, because I just want to see how far. I guarantee the game will be like, you can't explore. Oh my god, moo cows. I did say that. Yes, I'm almost 30. Do not mock me. I want to look at the cows. Yeah, let's not waste our photo. Let's have a quick run around and see if there's anything we can find. We're looking for a bike pump, aren't we? The bicycle. Find a pump. I mean, we'll probably have to do this anyway, because I guarantee you have to do the photo. God damn, look at this. Oh, apparently we can just straight up leave. Let's not do it. We don't need to just yet. I don't know. I feel like I'll be dragging the story down a bit more. The game's still introducing stuff to me, so let's not. But I mean, I'm loving the detail. But to be fair, it makes sense if you're going to be going back and forth from a lot of these areas. Kind of like Firewatch. Yeah, I think that's kind of closer to kind of how it's... Listen to that. Damn, I kind of want to just go and see how far I can go. I guarantee you can probably explore everything. I don't know. I'm very curious how the game would work. Just because I'm on stream, I kind of don't want to. Just because I don't want to bore everyone. Let's just quickly have a look down here. That's why they give you the bike. Look how far away that fucking house is. And then there's more. Bloody hell, game.
I came here to fish when I was little. I went with that ever so kind man who worked for my father. Who knows where he is now? Maybe he joined the war too.
This is actually really peaceful. I'm not even gonna lie. Really creating a peaceful environment. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, and I've just realized I've just gone and done exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do. How big is this fucking... I wonder if I can just go back and join up. I think I can run back up, can't I? There it is.
I always wanted to swim here when I was with Nanny, even when it was cold.
Yes, I know, game. Stop telling me. I can't go further. I can't go past here. Okay, so it's just a little shortcut. Unless there's something up there, I guess. We'll find out later. For now, but hey, it's there. It looks really real, though. I'm impressed. Right, let's go develop those bloody darkroom photos. Stop arsing about. Yeah, more area over there. We'll tackle it when we get to it, because the game's going to open up. It's just kind of cool that it's there. Yeah, let's do it. Because it seems like it's going to be quite choice, but it's going to slowly open up, I think. Right, into the creepy basement we go. I swear to God, if the game makes me go down in the middle of the night, I'm going to be mad. Because this house is reliant very heavily on lights. It's very dark otherwise. Okay. Let's do it. The sound design in this game is awesome. That's a photo. You'll first have to use the enlarger. The enlarger is an optical instrument that allows you to process photographic paper. After shooting a film, the photo must be developed in several steps. This aspect has been omitted for the sake of simplicity. Every time they do this, they let you know. That's interesting. But in reality, the steps are as follows. The film is firstly rolled on a reel, put in a small tank, developer, washed and then immersed in a stock bath. It is then washed again, dried and finally cut. You'll find your rolls of film already developed and ready for printing. Choose the image you want to print to paper. The preview on the left side will help you choose. Of course, you will see your images in negative. I like that they're saying that. This clearly is a game that's been made out of love and care. They really wanted to make this music. What a fucking game, man. I can't wait to get into this. I have no idea. The enlarger allows you to customize your photos even more. You can choose on which part of the paper the picture will be printed. You can adjust the focus and choose how long to expose the photographic paper. With the red filter, you can project and see the image on paper without exposing it. So the circles represent the focus. Interesting. I see. Get it as perfect as we can. That'll do. I can literally move the paper. That's cool. There we go. Let's do it. That's what happens in real life. Now that's some fast exposure. Let's pick the developer and the image will appear. To achieve ideal exposure, take the paper out of the developer when the timer is in the green zone. If you take the paper out too early or too late, the picture will be ruined and you'll have to print it again. I wonder how important this stuff is, if it's just a matter of messing up or showing you in. Just for immersion, I wonder. We have to time that perfectly, don't you? That's not too shabby. In real life, immersion is the developer is followed by a wash, a stop bath, and then a second wash. I played a game recently where I had to do that. Put in a wash. What was it? Stop bath and wash. What game was it where I had to do that? Was it a VR one? I don't remember. I was playing a sim, like a horror game like this. And it was about putting stuff in a stop bath. No. It was the bloody Medium. There was a puzzle like this. Here's your printed photo. You can keep it in your album or scrap it.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Interesting. Put it in the album. Sorry. I think I might do this next bit and then I might have to go. Because I don't know if I've got it in me to watch another scary bit. So let's get to the scary bit and then stop. So that's what we need to do. I like to always have a camera with me. It doesn't know if the one that could work well. I've got that. A tripod is needed, then I can take a self-portrait, which is in the basement. I couldn't find a pump. Maybe it's for another day. I don't like how it's slowly opening the door. I'm just waiting for something to appear at the end. There it is. We're going to take a picture and someone's going to be watching us on the stairs. I don't know. Oh, can you just please stay nice? It's been nice and refreshing to have this kind of time right now. I don't want it to be scary again. Don't do this to me, please.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
Because of the slow process of this, the tension is just like... It could just change any second, couldn't it? Oh, don't be an arse. Watch me develop it and find something in the background now. Watch it. Fucking watch it. I don't trust this game. Oh, I think the game glitched. Smiling. I think the game might have slightly glitched just then. It's a little buggy game, huh? 0 out of 10. Dreadful. Oh, do I have to oh, it's the film. Okay. Am I not taking the camera with me? Develop the photo. I swear to fucking God. I don't trust all that so much depth behind me. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. It's just going to be a nice, normal photo. I wonder if it actually, because it glitched, I wonder if I'm actually going to be facing sideways. I don't know. I don't think so. I kind of just be a nice, normal photo. That's all I want. Welcome to Alex's photographic ASM. That is legitimately not terrifying at all. I should not have gone for the smile. Let me just, oh my god, get rid of that. Thank you. At least there's no creepy person in the background. It can't take that much. It doesn't help that it's fucking negative. This fucking game is like horrifying, and I love it, but I kind of hate it at the same time. Let's frame this up properly, shall we? Right. Out of focus. In focus. Let's do it. Thank God. Oh God, don't do it again. Can we just see the real photo, please? So it doesn't look as terrifying. I love that water texture though.
Yes, this is me.
Can't see anything in the
No one was ever
background.
able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what you're trying to say, game. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to make us take a picture of that
I was
fucking
obsessively
corpse?
thinking about Martha and what had happened. But suddenly, a thought took control.
Here it
The
comes.
memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up.
Do you know what? The rolls. I hope it's jam rolls. I know that's an awful joke, but... do you know what? I just think because we're going to be getting photos and going outside, this might be a good time to stop just because of how dark it is, and I don't think I can take it anymore. It's quite late, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's like 2 o'clock. I think it's time to stop. I've been going for an hour and 40. Well, I hope it's been interesting. It's a bit of a slower paced game, I'm aware, but I'll save it. It's already been saved anyway, so we're good. We're Gucci. This seems interesting. I think this game's going to open up. We're going to have like some horror bits in the nightmares, and we're going to be unsolving like a mystery. And it's looking quite interesting. Just the meticulousness of it all. It's kind of engaging. It's definitely kind of what I was hoping it was going to be, and maybe in a bit more in some ways. But it's very uncomfortable, and it's 2 o'clock. I need to sleep because I'm off to go see Top Gun tomorrow. So yes, I'm going to be getting up at super early on a weekend. Everyone else has seen it apart from me and my friends. But I've been hearing good things, so I look forward to that, and then coming home and playing this miserable ass game. But I think I'll focus on this for now. But it's fun. Well, not fun, but it's engaging. But yeah, I need to sleep, and I think the more I keep playing, the more nightmares I'm gonna have. So yeah, I'm gonna just probably unwind watching silly for a bit, and then I'll come back to this. But thank you for anyone that did join or anyone that does watch this. I do promise I'll be making some proper content soon. I'm just needing to slowly get into it and also test the internet because it wasn't doing very well earlier. But thank you all for stopping by anyway, and I hope the internet quality is sufficient enough to keep you watching all the way through. I know the mic quality isn't as good either, but this is a Sony headset. I don't understand why. I have to get a proper one next time to become a proper pro streamer, I guess. But yes, thank you all for coming today anyway, and I'll see you on the flip side. And if you are interested and you want to see more, let me know. I might just stream some more tomorrow anyway, but I'll let you. You'll see. But thank you all for watching. This has been Xander Falk saying goodbye. Take care.